Hey everyone, welcome back for another brand new video about that show that's finally over but will stay undead forever, The Walking Dead. Warning, beyond this point there are spoilers for people who are not up to date in AMC's The Walking Dead TV series as well as the comic books. In this video we're going to give you our Rampage review of the bittersweet series finale and talk about a little cameo you might have missed. And no, not Rick, we already knew he was coming. After that, we're going to go over the original ending that all the fans never got to see and talk about why the scene got deleted and how it compared to the ending of the comics. Before we get into deleted scenes and alternate universes, let's get into our review. First, let's talk positive. We loved a lot of moments from the finale. Many characters got to have good finale moments, and the action in the beginning was intense and frantic with high stakes, and Luke and Jules' deaths set a good pace. There are other things we loved which we'll break down in a bit. We do also have some criticisms. One of the main things we were frustrated with was the lack of closure for multiple storylines. We are compiling a video of all of the unfinished storylines, but the main ones were Rick and Michonne. The series gave no real closure on what happened to Rick and basically forces us to watch a spin-off to find out. Rick's story should have an actual conclusion by the end of the series, just a brief explanation of what happened to him. Michonne's story left off exactly where we last saw her, looking for Rick. That's not closure, it's just a chance to show some cool, grand, apocalyptic shots. Negan did complete his redemption arc, but the pregnant wife storyline and having him completely disappear rather than giving the former savior a complete ending was also frustrating. Daryl just randomly leaving the kids and his dog to go out looking for Rick with zero clues also just seemed kind of irresponsible and mean to do to the kids, as Daryl has been their guardian for a while now. Aside from the unfinished storylines, our other big complaint was the ridiculous amount of coincidences that needed to happen for the walkers to become a problem. It's confusing to bring in the walker variants at the end of the series that we haven't seen since the first few episodes, but how do they always get to the front of the herd? Let's say there is a deeper reason behind the new variants popping up. Either way, the chances that the variants got this guard and made him fall when he died just perfectly to open the gates are astronomical. Without this moment, there are no walkers in the finale. If they only made it through one gate, how did they all split up perfectly to flank our survivors? Are all of the walkers becoming smart? What are the chances Lance made it to the front of the gate? The smart walkers consistently seem to be wherever the writers needed them to be. After Jerry and Aaron's conversation a few episodes prior, there was no deeper explanation besides a few WTF moments from the characters. The climax of the Walker situation was also kind of rushed, with just a voiceover and a montage of shots before we got the Walker apocalypse. We did love seeing the gigantic explosion, but the only way they could set that fire was with a record player? They had that much time? Really? Okay, so those are our main complaints with the series finale, aside from the fact that Gimple allowed multiple spin-offs to be announced prior, which nullified the stakes for almost every major main character. Let's talk about what we loved. We loved the sense of family throughout. We loved seeing Magna's group deal with the loss and how well they acted out that pain. We loved seeing Rosita quietly watch everyone during her last meal and whisper in Gabe's ear while a very smart Judith figures out everything that's going on. She not only has next level plot armor, but next level intuition as well. We loved seeing Rick, period. We were bummed we didn't get more answers, but it was great to see the last Walker kill of the series come from the guy who started it all. Fun fact, Andrew Lincoln added that kill into the scripts. He didn't want to come all the way out for the shoot, not to make one. We know this gear that Rick has is a part of the CRM's detention program, but we did like that smile he gave when the chopper was coming down. Who was in there? Was it a friendly? Was it his fabled brother or Michonne? We loved Ezekiel's speech at the end, although there should have been a huge crowd there. The Commonwealth is a giant community. Are the people not feeling the new leadership? Baby Rosita was also great, and Negan's final scene with Maggie was very powerful and completely understandable from both sides of the odd couple. Although it was just a quick shot, we really loved that they gave Carl's ghost the secret cameo. What do you think? Was the finale worth the wait? Did you love it, hate it, somewhere in between? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before we move on, we want to talk about fans and social media. Obviously, it's no surprise that people argue on social media, but related to TWD, since the finale, we've noticed a trend of people posting their opinions on major social media sites like Facebook, and almost instantly other people start ripping them to shreds because they don't agree. We respect anyone's right to hate the finale and anyone's right to love the finale. We're supposed to be TWD fam and everyone should act like it. If you start insulting anyone for sharing their opinion in our comments, we're deleting your comment, so don't bother. Now let's talk about the ending we might have gotten in an alternate universe which ended up becoming a deleted scene. This information came from the reputable entertainment news outlet Insider.com. They say they have two sources that are TWD insiders, and we believe them because they have a solid track record. Before we get into how the ending was supposed to go down originally, we just want to ask you to take a quick second and smash that like button down below, and we'll do our best to bring you fresh new content every week. So in this alternate ending, after Daryl rides off into the sunset, there's a time jump to the parkway outside of Atlanta where Rick rode his horse in all those years ago. A van with a young man and woman is on the road, and it becomes obvious through dialogue that these two are a grown-up Judith and RJ. To add to this, there are other adult versions of the kids in the back: Coco, Gracie, etc. Apparently, this next generation are out in the world looking to help other survivors to safety in their community. Their parents clearly raised them right. After RJ gets done calling for survivors on the radio, he ends his speech with, "If you can hear me, answer back. This is Rick Grimes." That actually sounds pretty cool and kind of chilling. The best part of this ending is that someone answers back. Hello? We kind of took that pause as the person answering was Rick, and he finally found his kids, but maybe that's just us reaching a little too hard. What do you think? Is this a better ending than the one we got? We don't think an ending without Rick would have been right, but if the two could have been combined somehow, that would have been the best of both worlds. Both endings have pros and cons, but we would have to choose the one that has the most Rick action. Sorry, adult kids, hopefully you are released on the DVD box set. The alternate ending would have been more comic accurate, as the comics flash forward to a grown-up Carl who's pretty cool, although adult Herschel became a total tool. The deleted scene sounded more fun than the comic version, which was bogged down with a trial over Walker politics. The network apparently changed the ending because they felt it didn't make sense to end the show on new versions of characters we don't really know. Judith's intro narrations for 11C were supposed to set up this time skip, but they worked just as well as cool intros. The other network concern was that jumping forward a bunch of years might lower the stakes of the spin-off shows taking place more closer to the TWD timeline. Now they're worried about stakes? We'd love to see this scene, but overall, we're still happy we got Rick. Where's our shot of Dog riding off into his own spin-off? Thanks so much for watching our videos, everybody. As always, we're on the lookout for any new promo videos or insider info to help prove or disprove all the rumors out there about our favorite show that kept us entertained and dreaming about zombies for over a decade, The Walking Dead. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at Binge Rampage. Click that notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out, and don't forget to subscribe.
It's what he said. Hold it to your heart. It's true. Forever.
We are the ones who live.
We're the ones who live.
We're the ones who live. We're the ones who live.
We're the ones who live.
Ones who live.
We're the ones who live.